Americans are ready for a vacation. Online travel guidance platform TripAdvisor says 67% of Americans plan to travel this summer, and 74% of them will stay within the U.S. Experts say competition for domestic accommodations is resulting in a boom in vacation rental searches. The most popular destinations include typical sun and fun beach spots, affording fresh air and space for social distancing. TripAdvisor says Florida and Mexico are at the top of traveler wish lists. If you're planning a summer getaway that includes a rental car, you might want to listen up. Shortages are impacting travelers all across the country, and the rental car companies are feeling whiplash as many went from being nearly decimated 1 year ago to now facing a sudden surge in demand.
This morning, rental car companies are facing shortages nationwide, just as many people are gearing up for summer travel.
Americans are increasingly looking to travel to beaches, national parks, and much more remote locations this summer, locations where an Uber or a Lyft may not always be available.
The shortage fueled in part by decisions made last year when business plummeted at the start of the pandemic. Many cash-strapped rental companies sold off much of their inventories and paused new purchases. Now demand is returning at the same time automakers are struggling to produce new vehicles due to supply chain issues.
It takes time for these car rental companies to build their supply of cars, given the challenges the automotive industry is under right now.
The most expensive rental car cities in the country right now: Bozeman, Montana, Charleston, South Carolina, and Kahului, Hawaii, all seeing huge price jumps compared to 2019. The shortage and price increases even leading some tourists visiting Hawaii to turn to renting U-Hauls instead.
Sometimes the only option you have left is going to be a box truck.
Well, they don't have any box trucks today because I wanted to rent one. So I guess they're all out with tourists.
The Points guy Brian Kelly says if a rental car is key to your trip, first plan around that.
Consumers must change their mentality around rental cars. You know, for so long they've been an afterthought, but now they can be more than the cost of your flight per day rental.
Other tips to get you behind the wheel: join the rental company's loyalty program. Check off-airport facilities and consider booking directly with the company versus through an online travel agency.
The car rental apocalypse, as we're calling it, shows no signs of abating, especially as we get into summer travel. And book in advance and be as savvy as possible.
And get this, new startups allow you to rent someone else's car or even pick up the end of their lease. And feast your eyes on this. Stouffer's has created a new food mashup called Lasagna Mac. The frozen meal features a creamy cheddar mac and cheese stacked between hearty layers of classic lasagna. Fans will have a chance to try Lasagna Mac this summer through an online giveaway. You can follow Stouffer's on social media for updates. Up next, we'll tell you whose mental health has been most impacted by the pandemic.